Well, howdy diddly dandy there, chums. I'm sporting one of the new helmets, yes, because I've caught quite a lot of the fish in the game, so I've actually unlocked this one helmet. I haven't unlocked the others yet. They're still locked in the Imperium's modifier, and they've added inside of the catalogue under fishing. I mean, as you know, I managed to do every single fishing page, but it looks like they've gone and added in a whole load of new fish. And I imagine these are for perhaps the new sort of gas giants. Now, I do want to go and visit some gas giants and see what we can actually do on gas giants. Fishing wasn't something I was planning on doing while I was there, to be honest. I was just going to see what sort of variants of gas giants we'd find. But you know what? 2 birds, 1 stone and all that sort of shenanigans. I've just jumped to a new area of space, which is a gas giant planet. And this gas giant looks pretty interesting. I will be showing you in this video how to come across gas giants, but look at this. Holy fudge. This one's got salvageable scrap, activated different sort of commodities. Let's fly on in. Let's have a look at this thing, shall we? But that looks freaking terrifying from the outside, doesn't it? Let's go and fly on in and see what's inside of this sort of atmosphere. If it has got water, I'll do a spot of fishing. We're going to jump to a few random gas giants and see if we can find water on them. Holy mackerel. But if not, we're just going to land and take a look at these beauties. Okay, now, people have been reporting to me about bugs and crashes on various platforms. It looks like Hello Games is already putting together a patch and fix for a lot of the issues on PlayStation 5. Holy fudge! What the heck is this planet? This is craziness. This is insanely craziness. Okay, now I don't know whether you can portal to places like this either. So even if I gave you the portal codes to these finds, I don't know whether you can actually get here via portal. Charles Bradler, thank you for subscribing. Let's land. Let's have a look at. Let's actually put foot on the floor on this place. Holy budgeonori. This is insane. What a weird planet this is. You really don't know what you're going to find on these planets, do you? This is crazy. Okay, let's go into the old camera mode. Let's spin this around. This is crazy planet. Look at it. What sort of planet is this? I have no idea. I've not seen anything like this. Even in mods on PC, I haven't seen anything like this. This is crazy. Anyway, I will show you how you come about finding gas giant planets. Firstly, you have to get yourself a purple drive, like the actual Atlantic drive or whatever it is. Let me show you which drive it is inside of my spaceship. Inside of my shippity ship. And I've installed this one here. It's called the Atlantic Drive. I've done a whole video on how I got my Atlantic Drive. It's like a play-along video, and it is endgame. There's quite a few prerequisites. In that video link, take a look at the video description. It tells you all the missions you need to do, and I've also put links to the videos where I did those missions, so you might have to watch a couple of videos before you can get to this stage, because it is very much endgame. Right, when you go to the galactic map, after you've got this drive installed, make sure you're on no filter, because if you're on live form or conflict or economy, it's very hard to spot these. Go to no filter, and then just break away, and you're looking for the ones that look purpley in colour. And when you go above it, it's not going to say like dissonant, it's actually going to say gas giant. So it can be a little bit hard to spot these, because the purple, it's very hard to discern. I mean, that looks purple, doesn't it? But that's not purple, that's red. It's this sort of colour. Oh, okay, well that one's dissonant as well. Okay, dissonant. It will say gas giant. Let me find one, and then I will show you. Let me just make sure I've definitely got it on no filter. Yeah. Okay, give me a moment. Okay, so here's one right here. As you can see, it doesn't look much different to the neighbouring ones, but a lot of these, it says dissonant on, you see? And that one says gas giants. That's what you're looking for. Where it says dissonant or water, you're looking for where it says gas giant. And they're the same colour as the other freaking stars, so it makes it a little bit tricky to spot. You can be bouncing around for a little bit to find them, but you're looking for gas giant in the description. Okay, well, we've arrived. Let's have a look at this gas giant then. Okay, well, that's the dark side, isn't it? Gas giant, salvageable scrap. Let's go to the light side on this planet if we can. Hopefully it's got a light side. It takes ages to fly around these. They're freaking colossal. Okay, well, I've flown all the way around to the light side of this, and this looks like it might be one of those giant water worlds. Holy fudge, there's like storm clouds and stuff there. Insane. Okay, let's fly on down. Yeah, this might be one of the deep oceanized type planets. I think. It's hard to say. What the heck? We've got lots of floating stuff. Jesus Christ. Okay, it's not a water world at all. It's like a multicoloured one like we just saw momentarily ago in the other system. Wow, okay. This one's got giant weird rocks on it. Let's just land here. Let's have a quick look. It's got floating rocks in the atmosphere. It's like anti-gravity or something. Just stuff floating about all over the place. Well, what the heck is this? It says salt. New discovery. Alright, well, let's zap it with the old mining laser, shall we? It's going to give us salt and oxygen. A salty planet! Yeah. Interesting stuff. I mean, look at these rocks just blowing around all willy-nilly in the wind. Holy fudge, this is crazy. Crazy planet. Well, there we are, people. Now, really, I should be visiting the moons to these planets as well, shouldn't I? I've lost sight of my ship, and I was right next to it. Look, you can't hardly see my ship. There it is, right there. But could I see it? Not really. Craziness. Okay, well, let's take on off. Let's fly on up. Right. Now, something that I've been saying is I can't call my freighter into these systems, and I don't know whether we've got the tech to do so. I need to go aboard my freighter and have a look at the technologies that are available from the old freighter. Also, I want to look into how to stow your different ships and stuff like that as well, how to archive ships. I'll be doing that in the next episode, I think, people, but for now, I just want to take a look at some more of these gas giants. What is that in orbit of that planet over there? It looks like some weird white thing. What's going on with that planet? What the heck is that in front of that planet? It's like a white mass. Got to find out what that is. Unknown moon. What the flying fudge, mate? What is going on there? I've not seen cloud coverage like that before. That was weird, wasn't it? Okay. Well, this just seems to be just a box standard moon. And then as I get closer, look at these palm fronds on it. That's pretty darn nice. I have seen biomes like this from Worlds Part 1. But the atmospherics on here and the cloud coverage is something else. And then when you look on up and you've just got this gas giant just hovering above you like this. These gas giant worlds are freaking crazy. That is odd. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's go and have a look at another gas giant world. Heck yeah. Ooh, I found a gas giant world, but it's also pirate controlled. Let's go and have a look there. Okay, now from the outset, this looks a little bit like the first one we went to. Is it just going to be gnarly colours all over again, like the first two that we've been to in this episode? Let's go and have a look, shall we? I'm really hoping to find one of these deep oceanous ones. Yeah, and I am curious where I can unlock those other fish from inside of the actual menu. I guess, you know, as time goes on, we're going to find these things out. This is just a little exploration video, to be honest. I just want to see how many variants of gas giants I can find in one episode, and so far I've found one variant of gas giant. because they all look fairly similar. I mean, the resources on them are slightly different, but they're just these gnarly, weird colours with gnarly salt rocks all over them. I mean, fair enough. Right, I just saw a knowledge stone anyway. I'm going to land, I'm going to hit that knowledge stone and just see if there's any new words been added into the game. Because just prior to this update, I did learn all the words anyway. So our little butchers, let's see if they've put any new ones in. Hello! Learn nothing new. No new words. All these rocks just being blown around all over the place. Freaking crazy stuff. Mental. That's storm crystals, yeah, lots of storm crystals. I was looking to see if there's any new life forms on these planets as well. Oh, these are crazy cool planets though, aren't they? With all these floating rocks and stuff. But you know, I've landed on what, 3 now? And as cool as they are, I haven't overly thought to myself, oh, I want to explore these. I've just landed and took off again. Alright, let's flying up to the atmosphere. Let's try another. Okay, so I've jumped to another system. I like these new nebula gas clouds that we're seeing in these systems. They're pretty darn freaking epic. Oh, this looks interesting. This looks very red and angry. Let's go and have a look. Sweet. Okay, activated, quarterized, crystallized helium and silver. Let's head on down to this one. Let's see what is below all this cloud coverage, shall we? Go on, let's go on in. Right, I'm seeing the floating rocks again. At least this one's probably a different colour, or it was from space, wasn't it? Whoa, Nelly! Now we've got lots of floating rocks again. Some strange rocks down here. Got ferrite dust from shooting them, and salt. What do I get if I shoot these rocks? Not much. Can I just fly through these, or do I bounce off of them? No, I can just fly through them. I did wonder if that'd be the case. A bit like the floating islands, you know? We're going to get salt from these, right? Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't even see the point in landing on this one. Got it. Let's head on up. Up through the clouds. Sweet. Let's have a look at some of the neighbouring moons. You know, we might get lucky. We might get to... Well, that one doesn't look very lucky, does it? It's hard to tell, though. Because sometimes you get close to them, you scan them. They're actually pretty darn cool. But I would like to find a jungle planet as well. But at the moment, most of these gas giants, to me, are looking fairly similar. Fairly similar so far, people. Let's get a little closer. Let's give this a scan. Abandoned moon. Alright. Okay. I'll let you know if I find anything interesting in this system. There wasn't anything interesting in that system, so I jumped system. And, whoa! That looks pretty darn freaking cool, doesn't it? Another gas giant. Let's go and have a quick look at this one. Now I'm wondering whether all the gas giants look the same, and maybe I should be looking for something else other than gas giant. Maybe I should be looking for oceanous planet or something. But I haven't seen any labelled as such on the galactic map. Just unknown giant. I have come across lots more dissonant worlds. I don't know whether I should be just visiting dissonant worlds. Maybe all gas giants look this way. Then again, the gas giant that I spawned didn't. It wasn't all colourful like this anyway. But then again, mine's just infested with sentinels. I didn't really get a good go of things on mine. But yeah, this looks fairly similar to what I'm seeing. World and world over, and system over. I mean, the lightning effects on this one was freaking gnarly. But I don't overly see the real allure to come to these places. I mean, yeah, they're okay for the odd photo, but so far, every single one that I've been to looks fairly the same. Alright, I'm going to try a dissonance system from the galactic map that's just one of these purpley colours. I mean, there's one right next to it. Look, there's one right there, dissonant. Let's go there. Let's just have a quick look-see. Because I'm noticing there's a heck of a lot more dissonant worlds. Yeah, so, I mean, I've come across like a glacial world. Let's just pop down to it and see if it's one of the new glacial biomes. Let's have a quick butchers with our eye peepers. But I'm thinking these are just going to be fairly similar to what we've already seen. I don't think these are going to be the new rendering of planets. I could be wrong. I mean, that does look freaking gnarly. It does look pretty darn cool, but they're not on par with the size of the gas giants. But look at this terrain now. The terrain is freaking epic, isn't it? Really is. Really is quite cool. Really is something. But anyway, I'm going to go back to the galactic map and see if we can find any mention of Oceanus Planet. I've been bouncing around for ages, and no, I haven't seen any marked as Oceanus. But yeah, there's another gas giant here. We'll go and have a quick look at that one, I suppose. Yeah, I'm not seeing any Oceanus planets. Well, this one's got a very strange green glow to it. I think I'll probably make this the last gas giant we visit people inside of this video. But yeah, so far I haven't come across one that's made me go, oh, this is different. They've all felt fairly similar to one another. Let's go down through the cloud layer here. Let's see what we've got hiding underneath all of this. And I'm betting you it's just, yeah, same again, isn't it? Just looks like psychedelic tinfoil, doesn't it? With lots of floating rocks. I mean, out of all of them, this one's probably the nicest, with all these sort of like purple markings on it and things. It doesn't seem as crazy as the last few. Eternal cyclones. Wow. The colours on these are freaking trippy. I do want to try and find one of these deep oceanous planets. But I'm thinking if I am to do a new playthrough anyway, maybe do permadeath and do it in the abandoned mode, so there's no players about and all that sort of stuff, and just go towards the centre of the universe. Maybe I might come across some pretty trippy planets anyhow. I mean, it's something I can try. But for now, I kind of want to complete that new fishing catalogue page. Whichever those are, I need to try and find... I think I need to find a new oceanous planet where I can catch these new fish. So I think I'll just take to the skies, and I guess I'm going to be looking for that. But I think next episode, people, what I'm probably going to do is go aboard my freighter and see if there's any freighter tech, so I'll be able to warp my freighters to these systems. Because I think being able to scan these planets from space would be a massive advantage. Because look at that, I mean, I don't know what that is. And the trouble is, because these gas giants are so big, to fly around them to get to all the planets takes freaking ages. So unless there's a planet in fairly close proximity, and you have to get close to them now to scan them too. Temperate moon, star bulb. Okay, nice. Well, let's go and have a look at this, because it could be a jungleized planet. Let's have a look. See, let's have a quick look. I mean, it says temperate. There's no hint that it's jungle, but as green can get. So let's have a quick look at it. Wow, that's kind of snazzy. Is that water in there? I think that is water, isn't it? We've got some crazy trees on this. Let's have a land here. This looks cool. Alright, well, maybe I might have found something cool in this video. Oh yeah, this is very awesome. Okay. It looks like I found myself a little fishing crater. Fishing crater! Now, I'm not going to be able to catch all the deepest of fish in here, am I? Oh, look at the water. Look at the rain droplets hitting the water. Let's stick on some bait. Let's just see what sort of fish we catch here. Boom. Let's just put on the bionic lure. Let's give it a shot. Let's have a little fish. Plop. I'm gonna get you, little fishy. There's one of the new hazardous plants over there. I saw one of those in my previous video that I did. I'll go show you what they do in a moment if you like. Let's go and see what fish I catch though first. Come on, fish. Catch a little fishy, put him on the dishy when the boat comes in. Rockfin, found across the galaxy, abundant in numbers, relatively common catch. Let's run round. I'll show you what this new hazardous plant does. There you go. Let's get closer to it. Oh, actually, this is different to the one I saw before, I think. Yeah, it just sort of spikes you in the face. The other one I saw, it actually span and spat loads of weird stuff at me. Okay, let's have another little go. Let's see if we can catch another fish. I'm wondering whether this is classed as... Oh my god, there's a giant... Frickin' look at there's a giant octopus in the water! Holy fudge, that's crazy. He shouldn't be in a pond this shallow. Get out of the pond. You crazy creature, you. Okay, okay. Boom. Okay, found on... Okay, typically found in shallower waters. Extremely rare catch. Alright. I think this is classed as just a normal, like, tropical-y type nice world. Where'd that... Where despawned? It's vanished now. The flying fudge. That's weird, isn't it? Yeah, different habitats across the galaxy. I want to see if it comes up with, yeah, this is found only in, you know, purple systems or whatever. This is really cool. That's a nice little relaxing fishing spot I have found, people. At least I think it is, anyway. But yeah, I need to find what the new biome is for catching these fish to fill my index, my page. I was hoping this would give me an idea, but no such luck. I think a plant hit me or something. Let's try here. Plop. Very serene, very relaxing. But I kind of need to do the new fishing missions as well. I've got to do that in a future episode too. So there's a lot to be done. I'm in no real rush. Yeah, in lush and humid temperate. I've caught all the lush and humid fish. So this one isn't the new biome for catching the fish. But I guess I'm going to have to do a bit of experimentation when it comes to this sort of thing. And I guess the new planets are the lush ones, or if I can find a gas giant that's got water. I'm fairly sure the one that I actually birthed has got water. The only thing is it's also got sentinels all over it. But what I could do is I could put it into creative mode just for a bit. I could go back there and the sentinels won't bother me. You know what, let's do that. Let's go and visit my planet quickly. And let's go and see if there's any fish in the waters of my gas giant. Because that'd be pretty darn cool, wouldn't it? Okay, chums, well this is my gas giant world that I spawned in. Now I thought it had water, but it clearly doesn't. I must have been mistaken as I flew over it before. It must have been some sort of cloud cover or something, but no. I don't think my gas giant does actually have water. Darn it! Okay, well I'm not too sure where to catch these new fish. What biome they reside on. But anyway, I think this has been a fairly interesting episode. In a roundabout way. I mean, this is my gas giant. And you're still just finding lots of salt rocks all over it and stuff. Floating sort of rocky type things. Pretty cool weather effects. But other than that, I'm not overly finding why I would need to go to these. I'm hoping that maybe the expedition, once the expedition's here, where it shows a little bit more of some of these wondrous planets and gives me a better idea of how to find stuff that I want to find, like the giant oceanous planets. I kind of wish I birthed a giant oceanous world rather than a Titan world. And then I might have a better idea of how you find the dang things, to be honest. But this is an abandoned area of space, so it hasn't even got a station in it or anything. So anyway, I'm going to jump back into the old Nexus. And from here I can always get to my freighter, and then I can get ready for my next video, just checking the freighter tech, which I haven't done yet. I also want to work out how to stow and archive ships on board a freighter. And another thing I want to look at is the multi-tool rack and how to stow your multi-tools. So I think next episode we'll be looking at how to stow and archive ships and how to stow and archive multi-tools. Okay, people in the viewerverse? And hopefully by that time I've worked out where I can catch my other dang fish. So there you go, guys in the viewerverse. If that sounds good to you, hit a like and subscribe and all that sort of good stuff. That'd be great. And until next time, goodbye, goodbye, and goodbye again, people. Bye-bye.